imagine this, you're just getting home after a little vacation and you're excited to be home. You think everything's gonna be normal. But then you walk in the house and your house sitter is dead, stabbed 29 times. And believe it or not, her murder was inspired by Scream. Her name is Cassie, which is pretty close to Casey. So today we're going to discuss how two deranged real-life Ghostfaces killed one of their friends. Now Cassie was a really good student. She got straight A's and she was nice to everyone, and pretty much everyone in the school loved her. No one had any reason to want her dead. But, as Billy said, it's scarier when there's no motive. And that's the case with these two hooligans. They had no motive. But they've been planning this for a long time. They had, like, pretty much every little detail mapped out. They knew that she would be there with her boyfriend, and they planned on killing her boyfriend first, and then her, just like in Scream. Lucky for them, the boyfriend left early, so that only left them one more victim. And, you know, if you're gonna kill someone, at least make it quick and painless. But no, they did not do that. They stabbed her 29 times, and 10 of those stab wounds were fatal. They stabbed her like all over the place. I can't really get into it on YouTube, but trust me, it's disgusting. They showed no mercy and they absolutely enjoyed it. These two psychopaths' names are Brian and Torrey. After the police got a call that there was a dead body in the people's house, they got over there immediately. But to their surprise, there was literally no evidence. There was absolutely nothing at all, but all they knew was that her boyfriend had been over at the house with her, so they started questioning him. Ironically, in Scream, the first suspect of the murders is also the boyfriend, but in Scream he turns out to be the killer. But in this real life story, he is not the killer. But he is pretty suspicious because he showed no emotion when they told him that his girlfriend, who he had been dating for 4 months, died. He just like basically shrugged it off like he already knew. But he was proven to be innocent, and he did give the police one crucial piece of information. He revealed that 2 of his classmates, 2 of his friends, Brian and Torrey, had briefly stopped over at the house to watch a movie with him. Now Brian and Torrey's story is that about after an hour of watching the movie with the couple, they got bored and just decided to leave and go to a movie theater, and they even had the little ticket stubs to prove it. The police couldn't find any inconsistencies or plot holes in their story, but then they asked them one question that took them off guard. One question that they didn't expect to be asked. And you know what that was? How was the movie? They couldn't name a single thing about the movie they'd just seen one night ago. And these guys were like Randy level horror geeks. And when asked questions about the plot and everything, they said it was just a horror flick. They couldn't name any details, they couldn't name the characters, they couldn't even describe the basic plot. The police continued questioning them, and eventually one of them cracked. But of course he didn't reveal the whole truth. He told the police that the reason he had lied about them going to the movie theater was because they'd done something very bad. He said after they'd left the house that Cassie was watching, they had gone and broken into cars around the neighborhood. But the police found that there were no reports of car break-ins at all over the past week. Eventually the police had to let them go for the day, but luckily they would catch their break the next morning. The next morning, one of the killers arrived at the police station with his parents and he was crying. He told the police that his friend had killed Cassie, and that he had just watched in horror because they just wanted to prank her. The police didn't buy it for a second. They believed that both of them killed Cassie. And after getting them both down there, they found a few inconsistencies in their story until eventually they cracked. The police found out all the horrifying details of Cassie's death, and let me tell you, the last hour of her life was literally a real-life horror movie. The boys would turn on and off the power to scare her, they would open and close doors, they would make weird noises that sounded inhumane. They really just wanted to torment her, and then kill her. Now that the police had confessions, they still needed some physical evidence to arrest them. Luckily, they told the police where they hid all the evidence. They said they put it all in a plastic bag, and they basically ditched it. The police found all the evidence they needed. 2 knives, 2 creepy, sort of ghost face resembling masks, but not really, and a videotape. Now, if you found a murderer's videotape Would you be excited to watch it to find out what's really happening? Or would you be terrified and not want to go anywhere near it? Well, since it's the police officer's job to do stuff like that, they watched it. And you know what, I'm just gonna play a few clips of it for you. There's some stuff I've cut out because it's pretty messed up.
Hey look, it's Cassie.
Hey, look, I don't know.
Hello, Cassie. I'm getting you on tape, okay? Say hi, please.
Hi.
Okay, see ya. We're sick psychopaths do not get pleasure of killing other people.
That sounds good, baby.
We're gonna go down in history. We're gonna be just like Scream, except real life terms.
We just talked to them. We were there for an hour. But
We checked out the whole house. We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I unlocked the back doors, so it's all locked. Now we just gotta wait.
They literally admit that there are sick psychopaths who get pleasure off of killing other people. The psychological implications are crazy. That means they accepted themselves as psychos, and they seem proud of it. They detail exactly what they did, they show their plans, they show everything. And then, thank God, they were arrested for life. The goal was to be like Scream but in real life terms, and unfortunately that did come true. But it is amazing that they were caught so early on, because after they killed Cassie, they planned on killing all of her friends, one by one. Just like Scream, where Ghostface targets the friend group. My heart goes out to this girl and her family. I know that they still must be grieving after all these years, because it's not every day you have someone related to you brutally murdered like that. Thank you all very much for watching this video, ScreamGeeks, and until next time, toodles.